life is a tunnel, not a cave. You gotta keep walking and believe that someday you will see this better of life. It's a tunnel, not a cave. You gotta keep walking.
Hello, welcome to the round table, and we hope you're having a great time with us on the show. Follow us on social media, but at the same time, don't miss out on Zamani TV. That's on Star Times, channel 106. And on social media, you can watch some of our previous episodes on YouTube, the Roundtable NG, and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook for feedbacks, contributions, questions, whatever, inquiries. Just go to our social media pages and talk to us. Today on the show, we're talking about, first, we'll talk about plastic surgery, and then we'll talk about marriages. Something is happening. Something used to happen then that isn't happening now. We'll find out what exactly is happening or was happening then, okay? And joining us to discuss all of this today is Dr. Kamal Bodomasi. He is the consultant, a consultant plastic reconstructive surgeon. And I call him the Oga of liposuction because every time he sees me or my friends, he's always like, "You need to do something here. Do something here." So, Dr. Kamal, you're welcome to the round table.
Thank you very much.
So happy to have you, Dr. K. Dr. K of Africa. Dr. K, what is what is reconstructive surgery, plastic? What do you do exactly?
Okay. Plastic surgery is the branch of surgery which deals with changing or molding things. Plastic itself is a Greek word, plastico, that means to mold.
Okay.
So the use of the word for surgery predates the use of it for plastics that we use everywhere.
Oh, wow.
So it's not because of plastic. That came after plastic surgery. Plastic surgery has been in existence since the BCs.
Wow.
So what we do is we tend to correct, augment, repair body parts.
Okay.
Generally, that's what we do. So if there's a deformity, we correct it. If there is some things wrong, we tend to augment some things in some individuals, or we supplement. So it depends.
So in plain terms, when someone has too much fat, you remove fat.
Yes,
when the fat is needed, you put fat.
But
When
cosmetic surgery.
that is a branch of plastic surgery. I'm talking of generally. Now, plastic surgery as a whole now has different facets. You have the burn surgery. We are the one of many patients that have burns. So because after burns, most of them still need reconstruction.
Yes.
You need to repair what has been damaged and so many things. So many patients with burns. Then also some of us do hand surgeries because of the delicacy of the hand and all those things. So traumas to the hand, infections, tumors and stuff to the hand. Most plastic surgeons do. Some orthopedic surgeons do it. But in Nigeria, more of plastic surgeons do hand surgery than orthopedic surgeons. Then we also do reconstruction. That's another aspect where it comes with when there's deformity can result from congenital anomalies. The child is born with cleft lip. Though some other specialties too also do it, like the maxillofacial surgeons. But plastic surgeons just to do it in Nigeria. A child is born. So sometimes work with them. Some children that are born with congenital anomalies of the hands, of the feet, or part of the body, we tend to correct these anomalies and try to make it look as normal as possible. Then other defects that can occur from infection, from trauma, accidents, loss of limb, loss of body parts and stuff like that. Then wounds, manage of wounds that are difficult to heal, chronic wounds, we also tend to manage them. Then the cosmetic part, which most people think that is what we do. That's
Yes, I'm shocked you talked about all this.
That's about 10% of what we do. You understand? So with the cosmetic surgery, that's just that because of the popularity of the social media and the TV series, popularly like Dr. Naruto and the Beverly Hills and stuff like that. So that's what people see as plastic surgery. But behind the scenes, we do
It's
way
more.
More than that.
more than that. So that's just like, well, you can put a cherry on the cake.
A quick question about cosmetic surgery. When a woman, something that what's it called? The boob is boob's job. I mean, what's it?
Yeah, it could do called layman called boob job or called breast augmentation.
Okay, do that. Can you have kids? Can you breastfeed babies?
Most cosmetic surgeries don't affect a woman's reproductive
Oh, wow.
stuff. Doesn't affect anything.
She can carry
Now,
a
the
child.
only time we talk about there may be some issues is when we are doing breast reduction.
Oh, okay.
Because some women have what we call gigantic breast gangliostomia. They have very huge breast, or something you can call vaginal apoplasia of the mammary glands.
Huh?
So-
This technology. I just
that is the medical condition, and in that one we tend to see it in teenagers. You see the girl it starts to become very busty at a very young age.
Okay.
They have shoulder pain,
Back pain.
back pain, they are bending kyphosis. They have rashes under the breast. The breast is too big for them to manage. So we tend to see some of them. So when we do the reduction, one of the
Side
drawback
effects, yeah.
is reduced lactation,
Okay.
because you're actually going to remove the breast tissue itself.
So reduce does not mean you
That
can't.
doesn't mean they won't.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's reduced lactation. You're not removing all the breast gland, you're just removing most of the breast gland. They are bigger than usual. So you're removing it to give the person a better shape. With this, you realize that the lady becomes more confident. She can play out in town, she interacts more. When they have very big, apart from the physical problem, they tend to have psychological problems. They hide, they can't walk, they can't concentrate in sports, they can't go
So
swimming,
many
they can't go
things,
do so many things, they hide. But once you do
They
this
hate
surgery,
themselves.
they come out and they interact.
But then on a lighter note, I've heard that plastic surgery or cosmetic surgery puts a lot of money into the pocket compared to every other aspect of
What you do.
what you do.
Well, it's not like it puts a lot of money. It's, as you said, it's the most lucrative part of medicine.
Yeah, but it's very expensive.
When you look at it,
Good
but it's
amount
not
of
as if it's expensive. Someone is coming for what we call a super elective procedure. You are not sick. You understand? You are not sick. You just want something changed in your body. So the risks are higher than when someone is coming with a deformity. So you need to take extra precaution, and in putting all those extra precautions, it costs.
So it puts money in your pocket.
No, it costs for the personnel you are going to bring on board, for the things you're going to do. You have to do extra things, you have to go an extra length, you have to do more investigations. Unlike someone that comes with this, you do the basic, but this, you have to go further
Okay.
that you would not generally do for a
patient,
regular
yes.
case. You have to go a little bit further, you have to put in more.
I-
Those small things.
I don't think
cost more
cosmetic surgery is for everybody. I'm just trying to answer your question.
Yes,
It's not for everybody.
yes.
People can afford it and they go for it. I'm talking about people affording it and go for it. Why would you choose Kano? It's Kano the market.
Well, you see, in Nigeria, right, if you look
Yeah.
at one of the biggest markets or populated places, is Kano.
Yeah, true.
Kano is the most popular state
In
in
Nigeria.
competing with Lagos.
Lagos, yes.
But Kano is the most popular, I agree
Yeah.
with you. And it's the center of commerce for the north. It's the center of commerce. Now, how many plastic surgeons are present in the whole north?
I don't think I know.
Not to talk of.
I know just you.
I
You
just
understand? In the whole of Kano, we are 4. You understand? 4 plastic
Have
surgeons.
over
I'm the
20
only
million
one with
persons.
interest in cosmetic surgery. That's why it's similar to one out there. Then if you go to other states, there's none in Katsina, there's one in Gombe, there's none in Bauchi. There are 2 in Sokoto, there's one in Kebbi.
Two is all.
Yes, there's one in Maiduguri.
It's not like they're practicing what
That's
they're
it.
doing.
And
And so all these people have to come down to
So
Kano
now,
to get this.
so aside from the cosmetic surgery per se, there's still a lot of work to be done in Kano for the other aspect of plastic surgery. We
Yes.
still have to do a lot of work. We still have a lot of burn patients. We still have a lot of patients that need reconstruction. We still have a lot of patients that have deformities that need to be corrected. That forms the bulk of the work. So the cosmetic surgery outfit is just by the side. It's not the main.
What are the major fears you get from your clients?
Well, people are afraid of pain.
Nobody
No
likes to
pain,
pay.
no
No.
gain.
Yes, that's a
The
popular
beauty is
talk.
pain, really.
People are afraid of pain. Well, I was discussing with a client earlier today. She said she's afraid of the post-operative pain. I said, okay, let's look at it like this. You want to work out. She's interested in losing some tummy fat and some back fat and fat in her upper arms.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at it like this. Do you exercise? Yes, she has tried it. And after each session, she has body pain.
Okay.
So what would you pay to accumulate all that pain
Pain
into
one
to
day.
have all the fat go? There's no magic to all these things. You have to
How
go
long
through.
will this pain
You have to go through a process. The pain depend on the procedure, but usually depend on the procedure generally. But if it's liposuction, which is like a minimal invasive, it's invasive per se, but the incision we put is a very tiny incision, just around the tip of my finger.
Okay.
That's incisions by which we put the cannulas in to get the fat out.
Suck it out.
So it's like the patient will feel like you've done a
Discomfort.
serious workout. Your muscles will be sore. That's
So,
what
yeah,
you feel
okay.
post-operative.
Oh.
And it goes by day 3, day 5.
Oh,
Clients
that
are
we-
coming on Thursday. We do the surgery on Saturday, and they resume work by Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh.
So it depends. It's not that painful. I try to tell people it's
They're
not
checking
that
shelves.
painful. Though there will be some discomfort, and you should know that, of course, I won't let a patient go without pain meds. They'll be
Yeah.
on pain medication and some other things to ensure that they can cope through that period.
Okay.
But it's just a period of around the healing phase. The first phase is like 3 weeks, then the next phase is up to 6 weeks, then after that, there's no problem. So with that, after 6 weeks of healing, you've gained what you want.
And then how long does it last? Does the person have to come for it often?
No.
When the fat is taken, is the fat acquired again, or if the person?
Now, the ideal candidate for when we're talking about liposuction is someone that is finding it difficult to burn fat, but is already on a diet and an exercise regimen.
Oh,
That is the
okay.
ideal. But some clients come, they are not. But by then we see their body goals, they've achieved it through the surgery, then they are able to have that
Begin to
lifestyle
maintain
change.
it. Okay.
Now, if
So
you-
a lifestyle change is
If
necessary.
it's necessary. If you eat, you gain weight, you gain weight.
Okay.
But the thing is, you are more likely to gain weight in areas that were not liposuction. So if you have liposuction of your tummy and your back, but we didn't do your thighs or your upper arm, and you decide to go and eat on them, you might
Continue.
get thicker thighs, a thicker butt, and bigger arms. So it depends on where we take it.
All right. So, but before we talk about the issue, let's quickly talk about liposuction. I saw something on your Instagram page about some other machine that can
Yes.
do that same thing.
Yes, now it's not a machine for liposuction.
Okay.
It's for fat reduction.
Okay, fat
now-
Without going under the knife?
Yes, without going under the knife. There are several modalities
Okay.
that we use for fat reduction.
Okay.
The surgical one is what? Is liposuction. The patient is brought in. Most times, depending on the area, the patient can actually be awake. And we do the surgery, I'm talking, and we're taking out the fat, and I'm sure you see all your burgers, see your shawarma, see everything coming out of the tummy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's simple as that. We do it, the patient goes on that day or the very next day.
Wow.
Then we have other ones that we need to put the patient under general anesthesia because probably we are doing the upper arm, we are doing a lot of areas. So the patient will need to be asleep under general anesthesia for that. But aside that, we now have non-surgical way of fat reduction.
Okay.
Commonest one that have been well researched is what we call cryolipolysis. It simply means using cold to freeze the fat. It will now lead to fat damage the fat cells. The body will now autolyze these cells and you burn it. So if you are already on an exercise regimen, you're already on a diet and it can work. But the difference is you need several sessions for cryolipolysis.
Wow.
So also called cool sculpting, some people call it cool shape. Those are other names that you can call it. So you do that, but the difference is you have to have repeated sessions, usually minimum of 4 sessions. But in some people, the ideal person is someone with a normal BMI but has this bulge here and bulge here. Liposuction, I should say, is not a treatment for obesity.
Okay.
Oh,
It's not a treatment
For
for
obesity
obesity.
as
If
well.
someone is obese and they want liposuction, you're advised go lose some weight and come back.
Oh,
I've actually
understand?
seen a situation. I've actually seen a situation where a doctor advised this overweight patient to go lose some weight, so that because if he goes on with the surgery, she might get, is it heart attack or something?
No, there are different complications of surgery, you understand, but it's worse when a patient, the risk of surgery increases when you have an obese patient
condition.
You understand? And overweight, fine, you could do lipo for an overweight. Overweight is someone whose BMI is between 30 and 34. So when it's above that, that's obese. So an overweight patient, fine, there's no problem. You can still do some lipo as long as if you are within not more than 30% of your expected BMI.
Dr. Kamal, you didn't mention the hair removal thing. And that one I came for armpit removal.
Laser hair.
Laser hair.
Okay, there are other services. That's it. Cosmetic surgery is evolving.
Okay.
And it's evolving not only for the surgical aspect, we are going to even what we call the concept of medical spas. Now, medical spas are spas where we do other things, majorly anti-aging things, like anti-aging things for the faces, where we talk about things like Botox injection, medical chemical pills, use of PRPs, those are platelet-rich plasma, commonly called vampire facials. Then fillers and lasers to help to, no, we don't want to look our age. Aside that, we have a lot of damage, sun damage, exposure to toxins, cigarette smoke, and so many things that cause wrinkles on the face. And some people genetically, they tend to age. You see some 34-year-old, you're looking like 64, and you're wondering what the problem is.
Yeah.
So some people, it's a genetic makeup. So you have to like try in most instances to. So that's where the medical spa is. It's still under cosmetic surgery, though some dermatologists do also do it.
Yeah. Okay.
You understand? So it's under that. So it's a watershed area between plastic surgery and dermatology. So we come in, we do that. So under part of laser treatment, we now have what we call laser hair removal. And with that, it's a permanent reduction in hair growth. The thing is, the hair is formed from hair follicles. So when you shave, when you wax, when you pluck, you just remove the hair shaft. The follicle is still there, so it will grow another hair. But what laser does is it destroys the hair follicle itself, so it will not grow.
It will grow again. And
so
you said
permanent reduction.
That doesn't have a side effect
There's
too.
no side effect. If you're shaving every week and there's no side effect in your axilla, there's no problem. Even the shaving causes more trauma. Some people, when they shave, they tend to have bumps and all those things, balls and stuff like that in their pubic region, in their axilla due to shaving. Some have it in their beard area. So laser is actually a treatment for them. And in some women too, what we call hirsuts, that hirsutism, that tend to have a high level of testosterone, and they tend to have beards, mustache, and stuff like that, hairy chest and stuff. Also, instead of them keep on
shaving,
just come for a procedure and to reduce the hair growth.
We're really having a very enlightening and educated discussion here with Dr. Kamal Badamasi, consultant, plastic reconstructive surgeon. We'll take a break, return, and we'll still continue with more conversation. And go on.
Welcome back, and you're still right here with us on the Round Table Talk Show. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms not to miss out on any of the interesting discussions we're having. We've had lots of interesting guests on the show, and today we're with Dr. Kamal. Do you know that my brain is still booting right now? Like all those big words, medical terminologies are killing my head.
I'm sorry for using that.
My brain cells are dying. Okay, so right now we're moving to She Matters, and we're talking about something interesting in marriage. And because women have been going through a lot, we go through a lot. Like, we can't just tell sometimes. But since we have a man today, let's ask this question. What do men really want when they're looking for a life partner? Because we don't know anymore. Is it because, we talked about cosmetics and all. Do we have to go and get all the shapes? Is it about cooking? Is it about taking care of the man? What is it?
I remember this Yoruba adage, the woman that can cook.
Yes.
The one with the soup. She's the one of the husband. It doesn't work.
You don't know.
Some good cooks get dumped.
Yes, you do all the delicacies, look sexy, look beautiful.
Personally, I believe men don't even know what they want for themselves first. I think that's where the problem
No,
is.
the thing is, you cannot generalize.
Yeah, what men want,
Because women are not the
depends
same.
on the man.
And men are not The same.
But then society classifies it as same.
Same,
They don't say
yes.
when you cook for a man, you clean for it. Okay, I had a conversation with someone this morning. We were talking, and I was like, how do you guys do it? Like, she's married. She's recently married. Like, how do you people do it? She said she wants to go and cook for us. I said, what is cooking? She said she wakes up every morning to cook for him. I said, when you actually start working, will you do that? She said, you have to do it though. So he does not go out to go and, like, society tells you, you have to. Why is it just that?
Well, as you said,
Sometimes if the man
society
is
said
strong, yeah.
that's what you do. You understand?
So must you do it because society says
Society says a man must provide.
I think
and the
society
man
is becoming a
has to
very big
provide.
dictator.
No,
Like,
no. If you say society says the man must provide, the man has been providing, that's a lie.
How do you
Because
mean?
recent statistics have shown that most homes are run by women.
Just the same way most women too don't make breakfast for their husbands.
No, it's not about breakfast. I'm just
Or
talking
cook.
about the
Most women don't cook.
generalization. Most women don't cook.
Yes,
most women don't cook for
They
them.
get house help.
They get
Most
house help.
women who fix
Yeah,
their
especially
husband's
in the
food.
north. I
Yes.
think we can even say that.
We can say
In my
we can talk
house,
about
in my house, I've never actually done that. My mom does not cook.
Yeah,
Most women don't cook.
most women.
But just people that can afford it.
No, it's not the issue of
It's people that can afford
affordability.
it.
From what you're saying now, you're saying that society expects men to provide and women to cook. I think it has to do with your partner. You have to know who you're getting married to. That's why marriage, as I said, is a contract. But the problem is most people enter without going through the contract. What I can take and what I can
So
take.
you
What
sit
I'm
your
gonna
man
give,
down,
what
you
I'm
sit
gonna
down, carry
take.
paper and pen. Oh yeah, this is what we're doing.
No,
this
it's
is
not
where I
really
sign
like,
this thing.
fine. You see, when
just a
people
conversation you
cut,
have.
when people cut,
Uh-huh.
even when people cut, you tend to, there's an opportunity for you to cut and get to know each other better.
Okay.
And that's the process of like going through.
So setting
and
priorities
setting
during the
priorities
courtship.
During the courtship. Saying,
Okay.
okay, this is what I want in a woman. If you know you cannot take a snorer, why marry a guy that snores? You ask him, you know your junior brother is always snoring at home. You chase him out of the room. You can't sleep beside him.
You now marry a man who is
And
snoring.
now,
So that means you have to
it's an
answer all these
important-
questions.
It's an important
Yeah.
thing. So the problem is people don't look at the little things that matter. You look at the big things. You get distracted by, okay, I'm just married, he has a job, he's going to make a good husband, he's going to make a good father.
He has a
let
big
me
car.
go. He has a big car, he has a house. Oh, she's pretty, she's nice, she has a good prospect, and you move on. But little details that matter. What's his temperament? How frequently does he get angry? What are his do's or don'ts? What they do in their home that is
No. I think now you're
stuff
shifting
like
it to the woman's part now. As
no,
a
I'm
man,
saying both
what-
men and women.
Okay.
It's both ways. It's
Okay.
not. See, human beings find we are equal. Men and women, we are equal,
As humans.
but we're not the same.
yes.
We are very different from each other. So you should know what you can take in your spouse.
Okay.
When people come to me and say that, okay, this is the lady I like or this is the man I like, I ask them, don't look at all the good things he's doing. Look at his flaws. Be honest with yourself. Identify his flaws. If you can take those flaws for 20 years, marry him. Simple.
Okay.
If you
Okay.
can
So,
cook-
but is
if
there
you can
any
cook-
basic? Are
If
there
you can
any?
cook with somebody
those
that
flaws.
farts at night.
No, it's true.
It's not of it.
Some
And
people
I
find that-
for one like to fart in the presence of anybody around me. I don't care where that comes from.
And
But is there any
yes,
basic? Is there any basic? Are there any basic
There
outline
can never
things
be
that
any
man?
basic outline because human beings we experience life differently.
Okay.
There can never be anything. There's nothing that's cast in stone that will say, okay, everybody must follow this protocol.
It's
or
true,
you
and
must
it
follow
works
this
for-
protocol, that must
And
work
every
for-
home is different from the other. When you go to this house, what applies here does not apply there. If you do
Okay.
it here, you won't find it there.
And
Okay.
our upbringing
Yeah.
differs. What we see our parents do actually matter a lot.
Okay.
It helps to mold our experiences and what we are looking forward to in life. It's either I want it to be like theirs or not.
Not like
It's never
theirs.
gonna be like that. It's either way.
Yeah, I remember a young man who was a neighbor of mine, and then he's used to seeing his mom do things for them in the house. His mom cooks, his mom cleans. So his dad practically does nothing, and the outside is going to work and bringing the money on the table. So we were discussing, and he said he wants a girlfriend that will be cleaning. In fact, he wants a wife that will clean, that will do it, that will wash his clothes. I was like, young man, that woman in this century is not available.
They are
Although it's
available.
possible, like you're
It's
saying
not as if
now.
it's not available. They are available. There are ladies that are willing to like. This is what I'm gonna do.
Because they also grew up in that same
I grew up in
setting.
that setting. My mom did everything in the house.
So
I've been
I'm also
trained to
going
do
to do it.
everything in the house. It's for blessing
Mm.
that she meets the kind of man that would
appreciate that. Because some
And
men too
the
don't
man
like
too
that.
mean the kind of, some men don't like
Yes.
it. Some men don't like it.
But I just feel that the expectation people place on marriage or
Marriages.
companionship is just it's just too much.
No, you see, it boils down to what
Sometimes-
Dr. Kamal said about
Yes.
having setting priorities during
No,
courtship.
even beyond priorities during courtship,
Yeah.
some of those expectations are out of this world. Like for instance, okay, now everybody expects that the woman goes to work the same way the man does,
Yes.
and then they still expect that the woman follows the same. So sometimes it can't go. You don't expect the same engine that they put in a 2005 Mercedes Benz to be the same one they are using.
They are
in
working in
2019.
I
Yeah,
understand what
because-
you're saying, but the thing is this: if you look at the way, there was a time I looked back. I'm not a marriage counselor, but the thing is, I noticed, like if you look at our parents, for example, the model of marriages our parents or our grandparents had was like the dad, the father was the father figure, was the don, was the everything, he provided everything, while the mom was at home. You understand? Few moms that worked did what
Farming,
we call
yeah.
like not farming, like teaching you close
Oh
by
yes,
tune,
yes.
Back home.
you nurse,
Back
you back home.
Yes.
Not that you work that will take you away.
So
from
late night.
home, that you understand things like that. They were a job, your secretary, the mom is this fine. That was
nurses.
what was
Trending
then, and the man knew the roles were clearly defined.
Yeah.
I provide, I do everything,
I think that's
and
another factor.
I make all the decisions.
Yeah.
Now the men did that, but now we are having a trend in the Western world. It's now it's 50-50 marriages. The man can cook this morning. You understand? The decision to make breakfast is whoever is hungry.
Yes.
If
And
you
who
are
wakes up
hungry,
first?
Enter kitchen.
Cook something.
There's no. So if you wake up, you're feeling hungry, you cook. While you're cooking, you prepare for yourself. If you're not hungry this morning, and you're not, then everybody you go your way.
Yeah.
That's the system. They try to share everything. The decisions are
Equally
discussed.
taken, equally shared,
Funds
yeah.
are equally
Share.
spent. Everything is done equally.
So it has to be different.
But what I noticed in Africa, in some marriages I observed, is that our ladies want the best of both worlds, of the traditional and the new system.
They want to
They
maintain
want the
both.
men to provide everything, yet they want a say in decision making. They want to work. You understand?
You have to stick to one.
So you see here ladies say, is money, our money, my money.
My money.
Nah.
But it's true now.
So with
It's
that
like that.
ideology, you want to break. So is either you take the old system or you take the new system.
Okay,
And
fine.
you
Oh,
have
then
to
so we
understand each
can't
other.
mixing both is one of the issues. Like
Mixing,
one of the
trying to
problems
mix
in
both.
marriages now.
The
The
man-
recipe for trouble.
The man trying to say I am the alpha.
Mm.
Really, it doesn't. To me personally, I don't believe in that.
It doesn't work anymore. Let's just say it
Doesn't
doesn't work anymore.
No, it
The
actually works some places.
economic realities for
It
most
actually
people doesn't make it work.
Okay.
For most people, doesn't make it work. Especially when you look at the man being the sole provider. Economic realities are there.
All right, we
Yeah,
have to go. Dr. K, thank you so much for coming around.
All right, they're all finished.
We would like to have you on the show some other time. You're so quick to rush.
I know. Why you know?
Why you in a hurry?
Don't work,
Well, hope you join us some other time
Okay.
on the show. Thank you for being part of the show, ladies. We have to go.
Thank
Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.